In this video I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about the new legacy heist Turbid Station and how to play it on Overkill difficulty. For those that are unaware, this is a stealth only heist that was loved by the stealthing community in Payday 2 when it was formerly known as Murky Station, and it has now been brought into Payday 3 with a new name and some new features. The objective of this heist is to steal some satellites along with any extra loot you can find at the station while remaining undetected. If you're primarily a loud player, hopefully this guide can persuade you to try a bit of stealth so you can enjoy this new map. So to start, there are 3 types of security on the map: patrolling guards, flying drones and cameras. The drones can be shot out of the sky, however guards will become alerted if they see a drone on the ground. There are a few places on the map where you can shoot drones and they can land out of sight. Keep these in mind when entering the station. When it comes to the cameras, unfortunately there's no camera guard to be taken out, so you have to just hack these for 5 seconds at a time or just stay out of sight altogether. When you're within the grounds of the station, you can come across 2 different train carriage types. The first can be opened by lockpicking. These carriages have no loot and only serve as shortcuts when moving around the map. The second have to be hacked open, and these are the ones that have the tech we want to steal. To open these carriages, you'll have to find this small yellow panel on one side of the train cart. Start the hack by interacting with the panel, and once it's completed, interact with it again to open the doors. Be aware that guards will investigate the panel and become alerted if they have a direct line of sight while it's mid-hack. If the hack is finished and you have opened the door, they'll no longer become suspicious. Another thing to note here is that once the door has been opened, guards and civilians will be able to patrol through these carriages. So just because you can close the doors again, don't think you can leave bags or hostages in this main area. However, you can actually use this to your advantage when trying to take hostages or kill guards without anyone seeing. So, once you've gotten inside these carts, there'll be 4 different ways to get to the loot. For one carriage, you'll need a red keycard. These can be found at random spawns throughout the map. A good key to finding these spawn locations is to listen out for the radio that is always playing out loud next to where they spawn. The second is to hack this worker's phone and use this to open the security door like you have done on other heists.
The microsatellite isn't here, but there could still be some valuable tech on board this train.
This worker does roam the map, so wait for a good time to begin the hack where he's standing still, or take him hostage somewhere out of sight. For another carriage, you'll need to hack open the vault using a hard drive. Similar to the red keycards, this can spawn randomly throughout the map. It will always be on a shelf under the laptop that allows you to view the cams. Finally, the way to get into the 4th carriage is to remotely open the vault. Now this is by far the hardest, as there are multiple steps to this. So, firstly, you need to find this room in the hallways under the station. This door can only be opened by using an eye scanner, so you need to find this employee. There are multiple workers down here. Ignore anyone that's in a high-vis jacket or a jumpsuit. You're looking for the guy in the shirt. Once you've taken him hostage, take him to the door and scan his eye, and then you'll be in the room. Once in there, you'll need to hack this computer and this will open the vault door. Now, a word of warning, a guard spawns in this room and you'll likely have to take him out, as he will notice the hack if he has a direct line of sight and the room is very small. Once you have hacked the computer, you'll have a short window of time to get into the vault, or the door will close and you'll have to restart the hack. Now, there's lots of loot on this map, and they come in the form of satellites, which is your main objective loot item, and also orbital stabilizers and solar panels, and these can be found in these yellow boxes. You can also find a few extra boxes underneath the station in the hallways that I mentioned earlier, so be sure to clear that out if you're going for a max loot run. After jumping through all these hoops, there are 2 ways that you can secure your loot. The first is the van you arrived in. Simply walk your bags up the stairs and throw them into the van. The second is to secure them via a boat on the river. This appears to be random with each heist I've played, so until you collect your first bag of loot, you won't know where you can secure it. From my experience playing this map on both Payday 2 and Payday 3, the boat drop off is a much faster and easier way to secure your loot. Finally, a few extra tips for any new players to this map. There are multiple spots that you can hide in to avoid detection, the main one being underneath trains. Trust me when I say this will save you from last minute detection a whole lot. Also, when in the hallways under the train station, you can use the vent system to easily move around and transport bags without any risk of detection, as nobody can see through these grates. Finally, as a new addition with Payday 3's ability to climb objects, you can easily travel across the roof of the trains with a fairly low risk of being detected. However, if you run, most guards in the area will hear and want to investigate. And that's just about everything you need to know for this heist. Hopefully this will persuade some of you loud players to stop the endless meth cooking antics of Cook-Off and try your hand at some classic Payday stealth. If there's anything I've missed, feel free to share it in the comments and drop a like if you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.